So we've had a snow, and it makes it harder for Jasper to balance, and it kind of exacerbates his balance issues, but he doesn't show up too well on the camera. So I added some tape to his hips so that you can see his movement and see the imbalance a bit better. So what you see a lot of is he's not balanced like this. What you want to see is for his hips to remain stable, for this to stay in the center, and for this part to be moving up and down. But with him, what you see a lot is he does what I call Marilyn Monroeing, is that he's throwing his legs, sticking out his belly, making room for his legs, and so you'll see his hips shift a lot like this. Other times you'll see him walk along and this side will be higher than this side. That's another imbalance. And so I think that with the tape and with the snow, we'll see a lot of this. So to walk in the snow and the ice, he's got to walk carefully. And you can see there's some up and down more. Here he's leaning into my hands, and you can see inside the belly sticking out, and you can see the hips are totally screwed up. They're the right side of the hips, and the hips are not pointing straight to the rest of the body. So I'm going to stop him rather than trying to correct him right now, and we'll just move on from there. There, he's stepping a little bit better. You can see the tail head more up and down, and there's less side to side. Now you see the hips are starting to waver. He's starting to lose it. He's falling forward, getting heavy in my hands. So we're just going to stop. I'm going to let him collect himself together, come back on his hindquarters a bit. Part of the challenge, long lining Jasper like this, is to keep the head and neck and the forehand straight with the hindquarters. And he's a very loose horse. And you can see right there, the hindquarters are pointing that way, but the head is pointing that way. So I'm going to try to straighten him out. We can start off again. Try to keep that head straight. And he's falling out towards the outside. You can see we're having trouble staying on the circle. His hips are looking better. You can see he's taking smaller, shorter steps. He's being a little bit more careful. He's trying to balance better. I'm hoping he figures out that if he balances better, he doesn't slip as much in the ice and snow. You can see those hips are doing better. Oops, he almost lost it there. You can see right there, he's stepping wrong. He's not using his joints, he's just throwing his leg forward. In order for that to work, he's got to swing his hips around. So now the hips are looking straighter. Now he's starting to lose it, you can see. And he's heavy in my hands now, so we're gonna stop. Now I'm gonna have him come back. Let's try to straighten him out. And you see he's not staying on the circle at all. You can't make this turn because he's not balanced. Definitely better movement here. You see the more of a up and down movement. The hips are staying level. He's taking small, careful steps. And now he's starting to lose it because he doesn't like the ice. And since he's not balanced, he's not walking well on the ice. Blaze, the other horse, he's so balanced, his feet are so big, he doesn't have any problems on this. Part of the trouble is when he does shift his weight back and start using his hind legs, sometimes I make the mistake, I have him shift too much weight back and he can't hold his balance like that. And that could be part of what's going on. I might try to shift less of his weight back and just focus on trying to keep those hips level. The level hips indicate a good left-right balance. You can't swing that belly to the left and right unless you swing the hips. So I shifted less weight back and he is handling this a bit better. See, we're staying straight easier. We're a little crooked. His hips losing it there. You can see them swinging. Definitely have a highness to the outside. But it's an improvement. He's got to learn that when you're on snow and ice, you can't just throw your legs around. You're going to end up on your ass, or I'm going to end up on my ass. There you go. That's a good one. Those are careful steps. Now, you can see he's falling to the inside there. Let's keep a forward feel. Let him have as much forward as he wants. Keep the left, right. Not bad. Better. So we're both doing better.